Welcome back to another episode on the Create mod. In the last episode, we made, well, kinda made, I totally forgot that we needed some more power. We made this sheep farm that, when has power, it will breed sheep, turn them into baby sheep, push them over here, wait until they grow up, and then when they float up into the water, they will be pushed over by another fan onto a killing area and get clobbered by this deployer. Today, we need to route power over here. But first, I got up to a little bit of building. So time-lapse, go! And in this time-lapse, I thought I'd talk about the build. This took way less time than the other half of the mountain. I think partially because I've already done it before. And then the other half is because I only had to build like half of the mountain height instead of the super tall thing that I did before. So it didn't take too long. I think like 2 hours or so. But I cannot do terraforming for that long. It is so difficult for my little brain to build little blocks. And I think it's mostly just trying to get the shape right and get the blocks random enough and still looking good. And I'd love to talk about this more, but we're already done. Flying through the valley now looks so dope. Oh, what happened? Why are there holes? I didn't do this. Okay. Because it's not Enderman. What was that? Are there any more holes? That one was me. That one was totally me. I needed to get in there. We now have the mountain terraformed up until this point and a little bit over there, but we have the mountain terraformed. We have a cool little valley that swings through here. Already thrown in some details of some plant ski-doodles and stuff. We might add a tree or two, maybe just some bushes up at the top here. I don't know what we're doing with that yet. And then we have a little bit of under the bridge structural support stuff. I think it looks dope. But today we are dealing with the shoops. I'm getting automated food in this episode. Fully automatic, fully cool. And I think we are getting something to do with mutton. I don't know what we want to do yet. Might just be a mutton wrap, which is what I've been going for. But there is a roasted mutton chops. Oh, requires a bowl, requires cooked rice. Both of those kind of difficult, but it gives me however many food things that is, an 11 saturation. And it gives me the nourishment thing for 5 minutes. I don't know what that means, but you can allegedly only craft it. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, then we might not be able to do this. But what we need to do first is get enough stress units over to this thing to make it actually function. I'm not sure if I just throw down a steam engine and call it a day in here, or if we like actually get a thing set up that routes power all the way underground over to here. Maybe we just build another steam engine. That bee is still stuck. So I guess let's gather the materials for that, and then we can plop it down somewhere and get going with automated food. Actually, you know what? In order to get a steam engine in here, we need to transfer lava all the way over here. So we're gonna need to build an underwater pipe tunnel thing anyway. I think just means we should just bring power from over there over here, and we could do it under the water. This looks so good. I forgot that I did this. This looks so good. This looks so good. I'm so happy with it. We're gonna need power over in this downward area anyway to power the display boards that we're gonna have here eventually. And we already have power here. So I suspect I can just yoink this power, maybe from right here, yoink it, and then just bring it down across and back up. All right, we have a shaft coming all the way from the other area. It goes all the way down here, scoots along, and goes back up. This is now all connected. We should be able to now connect the, I don't know how to escape. We should be able to now connect up everything here, and it won't be overstressed. I want to just verify that this is true. I should have like 100 and something, 149,000 SU total, which means it is connected properly. So if we connect up you, these aren't spinning. I forget what I did last time. Oh wait, is everything just working? Are you spinning? You are. Oh, I don't know how I did that. Cool. So this means it's working. I did just see a sheep get killed, but I don't think it dropped anything. Oh, it's got a loot. I suppose we need to have an item droppy system for that as well that leads into the same spot as this one. And I suppose a place for XP. That's kind of annoying. Whatever. This is all now working. We can set up, I suppose. We'll need to move most of this. We'll have to set up this little route to go straight up to here, where this hopper is, so that the wheat can feed into this deployer, and breed up the sheep. So I'm gonna obviously move this bad boy. We can just throw it up here, and I think that'll be okay. This pathway is now working. It's kind of clunky and annoying, but I don't think there's going to be really anything that we could do about that. And we have sheep in here. Baby sheep has been created, has been crafted. We need to deal with items from the deployer now. I am honestly just going to get rid of you two because you're in the way, and I don't appreciate that. So we'll have potentially items coming down from the chute and otherwise a bunch of items coming from here. I'll need to swap you around, but yep. So a bunch of items there, including white wool, XP, and food. I think we just throw everything that isn't food in the trash. I don't think it's worth our time to process white wool or process XP because we have an okay XP farm. I just posted a video of an incredibly fast XP farm. So I think it's not even worth dealing with the XP. And then I don't like wool. I think it's stupid, and this is not going to be an effective wool farm. So I think we just burn those two and then leave the food for later. I can now break all of these things because there's no sheep to need to deal with. I gotta finish up this area, and then we can start dealing with the items. It should be pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We just need to delete them and then cook all of the mutton into, obviously, like cooked mutton, and then cut it up with one of those spinny cutties. I think they're called slicers. One of them thingies. And then we should be able to go and start dealing with rice, because rice is the next thing that we're going to need to deal with. And to make cooked rice, you have to cook in a blaze burner thingy with a bowl and some rice, and it is a bit of work, which I guess means we need to bring lava over anyway. So I guess bringing the shaft over wasn't super necessary, but whatever. We'll need lava to cook the rice, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me get working on the item dealing with system. That's not a good definition of that. Let me deal with the item dealing with system, and then we can get to rice, and we do need tomatoes and other stuff like that. I think I have those somewhere. We need beetroot, which we have, and I feel like I have tomatoes somewhere, but maybe I don't. We might have to go on a tomato adventure to find tomatoes. But we need tomatoes, beetroot, rice, bowls, which I think are renewable, but I'm not sure. And then mutton, which we are working on. All right, we have this little system set up. It should be almost fully working. We have items come out of the deployer onto this belt and get split up into lava ones, or the cooked mutton that we drop down here gets cooked. I need to set a filter for this still. I don't have cooked mutton on me right now. So the raw mutton will come here, wait until it gets cooked, turned into cooked mutton, move over here, get sliced up into little bits, and then gets placed in this barrel for now. So I think we're good on this little system. We need to now get rice set up. Just as a reminder, to get the rice, we need a heated blaze burner, which does mean we need to bring some lava over here. And then we need some bowls and obviously rice. The rice we already have with the slicer over here. It gets straw and rice from this thing. So if we just maybe set a filter on this, have rice go along this way, all the way over here and up maybe into this item vault, maybe somewhere else. We can set up a rice cooking area here, and then we can get onto beetroot and tomatoes. Those are just growing things, so they should be really easy. And then we can get to making the roasted mutton chops. And from the looks of it, this cannot be fully automated, which is a bit of a bummer. It doesn't look like many things in Farmer's Delight can. Another little progress update. We have rice coming in here being cooked. I brought lava over from the other side, just straight up into the blaze burner. I don't know if we'll need more lava, but we can always reroute it and add more tubes and bits. But we have cooked rice coming out of here and flying just into the center of the room for now. Next up on the list of things, we have cooked mutton, we have rice. I've planted some beetroot. We need to find some tomatoes, and then I need to grab some bowls and make it so that, I mean, we have bowls in here, but I would like maybe a separate thing for bowls. Unfortunately, in this mod pack, I can't automate the crafting of the roasted mutton chops, but I might be able to make it so that it's as easy as possible so that only a stack of each item goes into one of the barrels, or I could just have a barrel here, 2, 3, 4, 5, and have each one have each item. So bowls, rice, beetroot, tomato, mutton. And then that's all we need. So I might do something like that. I don't know what the plan is just yet. I might also in the future want to do a fully automated one. And the only one that can really do that with mutton chops is these barbecue on a stick. So I might look at different ones potentially. And there are a bunch of different food things. Like there's squidding pasta. A lot of the pastas let you automate it. But to automate this, you need eggs, and then I would need a chicken farm, which isn't too difficult. I guess it's just an egg farm, which really isn't too difficult. But I thought I'd start with rice and get literally the best food in the game. It's not fully automatable, but it is like 99% automatable. And I think that's good enough, to be honest. So we have rice. I need to get tomatoes and then beetroot, I suppose, just over in this area. But we can get tomatoes and beetroot just over here and into a barrel, and then we'll be good. Oh, another thing that I accidentally made good enough to work properly is that babies somehow can get up here, so it's not fully foolproof. However, oh, it's because we're at 100. Oh, we're at max speed. That's why. Okay, so we can just lower that. But the interesting thing is that babies fly out of here. They have a pathfinding thing to want to go back to their parents, so they don't actually get hit by the sword, which is awesome. So, like, I suppose we didn't even need this whole complicated system at the bottom here, but it still kind of works, and I think it's fine. But maybe I should lower the speed of this thing. I thought it was kind of slow. Oh, it is. My guess is that we have too many sheep in here, and I need to take some of them out. Yeah, because sometimes that'll happen. So let's get a few less in there and hope that that will make it, because I think what's happening is that the number of sheep in here is too many. So then when a baby spawns, it gets like entity crammed, flies away. So if we can prevent that, that would be good. Still is happening. I wonder if I get like a slab or maybe a trapdoor even, does the wind of this thing still blow? It does. Oh, okay, that's all we need then. So now this will, if I can get out, I don't think I can. Hello? The wind will push these guys, but they'll run into the slab first and drop. That'll be the hope. We'll see if that actually happens, because it does look like the air is still pushing. So we'll see if that happens. I'll take a quick gander, and we'll see. I hope that's all we need to do. And honestly, we have so much cooked mutton chops that it's probably fine. But I'd like for this to be more efficient if I can. Now, onto tomato hunting. So my 4 milliseconds of Googling says that tomatoes can be found in desert and I guess like hot, arid climates. So I'm just gonna head this way and hope that I run into tomatoes. I think we can also maybe find them in Badlands and stuff like that with like the red sand and the terracotta and whatever. So depending on how lucky or unlucky we get, we might just go to one of those because I think I have a waystone to it. But I hope that I can just find one. You can also find it in villages, like the village farms. I don't know how lucky we'll get in that, but yeah, we're heading to a desert. Hopefully we just find them really quickly, but it might be quite an effort. Here it is. Tomato, I think. Yes. Awesome. I'm just gonna grab all of these. What the heck? Okay, we'll be fast. Run, run, run. What are these guys? I don't know if they're evil, but I don't want to find out. Home. All right, so we have some tomatoes. I obviously need to get more of them, but we can do that by planting stuff. We honestly don't have a ton of space. Can you just plant it? No, I assume you need to till the soil. Yeah, okay. I need to set up this system. Ages and ages ago, like episode 20 or whatever, I tried out this minecart harvesting system, and I think it is going to work. So let's get this set up and working. Hopefully these tomatoes will just be nice to me. I suppose I need water. That was my water noise. That's what happens when I drown. We have the minecart set up. It was really easy to do. I forget what I said a million videos ago, but the only thing I needed to change was this, switching it to lock rotation, having it be on this side, and then it just goes back and forth and works. On this other side here, we don't even need anything. We just have the normal rails with the block, and it goes back and forth. We have the portable storage interface that when this has stuff in it, which I have some dirt, dirt. They connect until empty, I ran into it, but until they're empty, and then they empty out, go onto the belt, down into the chute, and into the main storage area. The good news that we should see from this is that when these tomatoes grow, which actually, let me get some bone meal, and then we can show that. When this grows, I'm hoping, okay. When this grows, we should see that it gets harvested, and if we were going backwards, it won't get broken or harvested, which is really important. I'm not sure how you get more seeds, tomato seeds. Oh, you could just craft a tomato into its seeds. Sweet. So now I'm just gonna sit here bone mealing some tomatoes until they give us enough tomatoey bits to then be good. I'm curious if I can jump over this. Let me take off my jetpack. So I wanna like, you know, jump rope, like that type of. The answer is no. The answer is an astounding no. That was just not even close. Well, we have enough tomatoes. These will grow into vines and eventually give us a few tomatoes. And we should actually have some tomatoes in the main storage area over here. We hover over this bad boy. Yeah, 3 tomatoes, a couple of beetroot. Great. And now we can set up beetroot and tomato in this filter. Where did beetroot go? Oh no. Oh. And now we have beetroot and stuff over here. I think maybe we set the smart chute to rice, beetroot, and tomato. And then we have rice go in here, and then beetroot and tomato just go straight into the storage area. All right, we have a filtering system set up. I moved the rice cooker just 1 block over so that everything would fit. But if we throw this on here, we should see a bunch of beetroot and stuff going over here. There shouldn't be any issues. So far, looking good. We need bowls in this basin. I was going to say in this bowl, but that's not how bowls work. We need bowls in this basin and separately bowls in this barrel. I might just have it so that we get both. And nice. Okay, so we have bowls going over here straight into the rice thing, and no hoppers, so we don't need a bajillion bowls in there. We do have over 500 easily, but we only need like 5 in the area here, and then we have bowls waiting. We have a bunch of rice, some beetroot, some potatoes. Those are tomatoes. That's not the same fruit. That's a whoa. We have all the food that we need, and we can, I think, properly make whatever the roasted mutton chops. I think we can make this. I think we have all the materials. So if I'm gonna just grab a stack, or a stack as much as I can of all of these. We have 9 tomatoes, okay. And if I just throw them in a crafting table, boom. 9 roasted thingy madoohickeys. I want to eat one of these, but I have too much health. What's the best way to die? A hungry. Give. Okay. What does this do? Nourishing. Whoa, my health bars are a different color. What does this do? It doesn't tell me what it does, but it's cool. It's pretty cool. And once we have more tomatoes, I can have like more than 8 of them. Let me, in my advanced food upgrade, throw in you. And now, if I head into this, I'm gonna unmemory you. And then memory this bad boy, my new food slice. Let's go. We finally have 99% automated food. We have to craft it because the mod pack that I have doesn't have crafting to this. I think they took it out because it was like kind of annoying and a little bit broken. Honestly, I think that's okay. And I am very excited about this. This is so awesome. Maybe in the very far future, we can automate at least 1 food source just so I don't have to automate something. Oh, wait, just so that I have to automate something and don't have to manually craft it. But honestly, this is going to take 10 seconds to make the 1 food thing that I need. So maybe eventually we'll get to a fully automated one. The issue is that everything that's fully automated doesn't have as good nourishment as the 11x saturation one, which is crazy. I'm so curious what nourishment does. Like, does it just make it so that saturation goes down slower? Like if I take a bunch of damage, that feels like it goes down slower. What if I get past the saturation point? What does it do? I'll never know. Ooh, it does give me a bowl in my hotbar. Oh, that's really annoying. Might have made a mistake. If that becomes annoying, we can change this. We have a bajillion other things that we can do. Like we could just switch to the barbecue on a stick. We just need onions instead of beetroot. We have onion seeds already. I don't know if we keep the stick. We could always switch back to the mutton wraps, which are so basic, but doable. But then we could fully automate the barbecue on a stick. So maybe we just do that. Or we can switch up the sheep farm for like cow, steak, chicken, something else. I don't know. But I think this is a good automated system and it gives us a bunch of food all the time. And I am honestly 100% happy with this. And the barn has at least something in it, which is really what we care about. This thing was so empty before. We had a big old thingy here and then a line of things and then a vault over there and that was it. So very happy with the new sheep farm, the almost fully automated food setup, going crazy. I might AFK this just to get a couple more tomatoes so that we can build something actually helpful. But yeah, automated food has been secured. And after a little bit of AFKing, you can see that it is super backed up, but we have a fix. So rice is the first thing that fills up, which honestly makes sense. It only stacks to 16. While everything else stacks to 64. So it super makes sense that rice is the first thing to stack up, but it should be a really easy fix. As I mentioned, I am going to grab some threshold switches. I need some chutes and I'm going to grab some redstone links as well. If we threshold switch this up, put a redstone link on it, set both of these to rice, and then let's just do a chute on that for now. We can lower this down to, I think it's at 5% right now. We lower that. There we go. And then we want that off right now since it's overflowing. And then if we go underneath here, I'll have to change this a little bit because it's all in the way. Grab a chute here, and then I'm gonna run a belt all the way over to here. Set up another chute thingy. Another one of you. Hook that up, and then we just throw a belt here. This should bring... Whoa. I think I just glitched it out. That's okay. If we come back here... I don't know if I missed it. Okay, we just saw it there, that it went down and is in there now. So we have an overflow system for rice. Rice is now good. Sheep, we have maggots. Okay. I guess that's fine. I just need to change this filter to include maggots as well. Check mark, boom. Drop these back on. Good. Trash, and now we're good. The last concern I had was having bowls that pop into my inventory every so often. Oh, this isn't good. Okay, hold on. If I throw down rice again, is it going to pop up above the floor? It will. Okay. We just need to lower this. Oopsie daisy. What if we do that? Because that'll be easier for my mental health. Ah, nothing stupid popping up. Beautiful. That fixed it. For the bowls that pop up in my inventory, I was thinking I don't really have the space for it, but if I get a pickup upgrade or maybe a magnet upgrade or something like that, maybe even in this backpack, if I switch this magnet upgrade, why is it? Let's match backpack contents, allow, not mod, item, and then I just grab a bowl. And if I now run around and try to take a bunch of damage, let me eat. Nope. Bowl is still in here. Okay, maybe a pickup upgrade will work. Maybe a pickup upgrade will work. I'm gonna make one real quick just to see if this works. Because if it does, we can, like, either make a bowls only backpack, which I'm honestly fine with, or we can just throw it in our main backpack here and get rid of something else that I don't use. I honestly use all of these, but I can throw the tank upgrade in this backpack here because we have an open slot. And I'm fine with having lava in here, that's fine. And then hopefully we'll be able to have bowls not be annoying. All right, so we have an advanced pickup upgrade, and if we allow bowls to be picked up, this will, if we pick up a bowl, go straight into the backpack. I suspect if we jump around, lose a bunch of health, and then eat a food bowl. I think the bowl should, like, I think it just throws it in your inventory. I'm pretty sure. I don't know exactly how the like coding works, but I would suspect it pretends like you're picking it up. Because I don't know how else it could do that. Heal me. Nope. Ah, that's such a bummer. Well, I guess that means I don't need to have the pickup upgrade in my backpack. I'll play with it and see if I can deal with having bowls pop up in my inventory. If not, we can always change the recipe. Honestly, having 11 saturation, I think is going to be a game changer. And at least having automated food is already a game changer. Like, this is hype. And I can always change it back to muttons, or if those barbecues on a stick work, I'm killing this bee. It's stuck. It's broken. There we go. And since I have been AFK for a while, we can make a ton of these now. Boom. Stack acquired. Stack in 5 roasted mutton chops. A stupid amount, honestly. Like, this will probably feed me for the next 10 episodes, maybe. I mean, my previous, I forget what they were called. The mutton wraps were crazy. I think I made a stack and they fed me for like 5 episodes or so of like running around taking a bunch of damage. These things are like double that. You saw how long it took to craft. I'm never gonna need to do it again. And it is pretty much fully dependent on if I get annoyed that bowls keep popping up in my inventory. And if they do, I can always change it. So I'm not too worried about it. We have the rice overflow in. The sheep have been fixed because apparently they drop maggots sometimes, which is kind of gross. And yeah, automated food is finally done until the next time when I complain slightly about it and redo the whole thing. So with that, thank you all so much for watching. Let me make some food for infinity time. If you like this episode, be sure to like, and if you got to this point in the video, just subscribe. Just do it. All right, peace.
Oh.